Hey everyone, and welcome back to A True Crime Files, where we peel back the layers on real-world crimes that didn't just make headlines, but genuinely shook communities and left a lasting impact. Today, we're diving into a case that's as tragic as it is thought-provoking, the Charlotte train murder and the heart-wrenching killing of Iryna Zaruska. Imagine, if you will, a quiet train ride in August 2025 in Charlotte, North Carolina. What should have been a peaceful commute turned into a scene of unspeakable horror. This incident, and the story that unfolded afterward, ignited national outrage and sparked urgent debates about safety, race, and the very definition of justice in America. It is a story that asks us to look closely at the vulnerabilities within our systems and the strength of the human spirit. At the center of this tragedy was Iryna Zaruska. She was only 35 years old, a brave Ukrainian refugee who had fled the ravages of war in her homeland. Her dream was simple: to find safety, peace, and a new beginning here in the United States. Charlotte became her new home, and she was doing everything she could to rebuild her life. She was diligently learning English, working part-time, and dedicating her spare hours to volunteering with local groups, helping other families who, like her, had been displaced and were starting over. To everyone who knew her, of her friends, her neighbors, Iryna was a beacon of kindness, gentle, and always radiating an almost infectious optimism. She was the kind of person who truly believed that no matter how dark the storm, light would always, eventually, return. She embodied resilience and hope. But then came the evening of August 19, 2025. Like any other day, Iryna boarded the Lynx Blue Line, Charlotte's light rail train. She was heading home after a long day, likely looking forward to resting and preparing for another day of rebuilding her life. Just a few minutes into her ride, an unimaginable nightmare began to unfold. A man, later identified as DeCarlos Brown, suddenly approached her. Witnesses described a chaotic scene. He started shouting incoherently, pacing erratically, and then, without any warning or provocation, he pulled out a knife. Before anyone on that train could even process what was happening, before anyone could react or intervene, he tragically stabbed Iryna multiple times. The train screeched to a halt as panic erupted. Passengers screamed, desperately trying to find safety and escape the horrific scene, within what felt like an eternity, but was likely only minutes. Police arrived, and the suspect, 33-year-old DeCarlos Brown, was arrested. Brown was a man with a documented history of violent behavior and, critically, treated mental illness. Tragically, Iryna Zaruska died at the scene. Her death sent shockwaves through the Charlotte community and far beyond. It wasn't just the sheer brutality of the act that stunned people. It was the heartbreaking irony that Iryna had sought refuge in America, believing it to be a place of safety, only to lose her life in such a senseless way. This case quickly became a national flashpoint. Media outlets began questioning why her murder received limited initial coverage, especially given the circumstances. Others argued that Iryna's death brutally exposed deep systemic issues within our society, from the glaring neglect of mental health care to the critical need for better public transit safety, and the often debated complexities of how our justice system handles repeat violent offenders. In September, a federal grand jury indicted Brown, charging him with violence against a mass transportation system and the use of a deadly weapon, resulting in death. These charges carry the severe possibility of a life sentence. Meanwhile, the tragedy galvanized advocates, who began pushing for what they're calling Iryna's Law. This proposed state reform aims to drastically improve security measures on public transport and, crucially, enhance psychiatric intervention programs for unstable individuals, hoping to prevent such devastating acts of violence before they ever erupt. Iryna Zaruska's story is, without a doubt, profoundly tragic. A woman who courageously escaped war, only to have her life cruelly taken on what should have been a peaceful American train ride. But her name has become more than just a victim's name. It has become a powerful symbol. It's a call for accountability, a plea for greater compassion, and a demand for meaningful change. It's a stark reminder that in every city, on every train, there are countless individuals like Iryna, people just trying to live their lives, trying to get home safely. Trying to build a better future, her story forces us to reflect on the kind of society we want to build and protect. If you found Iryna's story thought-provoking and believe in the importance of shedding light on these critical issues, please don't forget to subscribe to A True Crime Files. Every case we uncover is a powerful reminder that behind every headline, there's a human life, a unique story, and lessons we must learn. Stay safe, stay aware, and remember this: the truth always leaves a trail. Thank you for watching.